Well, Pete, I was telling you earlier tonight, I stepped outside and 1 second you think, okay, everything's passed, and then the next minute that gust comes by and it's, whoa, it's still blowing.
Yeah, we just had some pretty strong gusts, 50
Yeah.
miles an hour plus just in the last, it's 10:35, just in the last hour or so.
Yeah.
So it's going to stay really, really windy overnight tonight. But it's not, today, it was nonstop. To your point, this evening it's been a little more intermittent.
Yeah.
But when it hits, it's going to be really windy. So I don't want you to think overnight tonight that we have, the skies are clear. So there's no tornado threat, there's no damaging wind. These 40, 50 mile an hour winds, they're unsettling, but they're not severe. Okay. Now, what is unsettling is the storm siren situation here in North Texas. And I hear this all the time, all the time. And I hear people say all the time, I just ignore them and I go back to bed. And I'm like, you really can't do that. I mean, you really, really can't. So let me kind of walk you through a couple of things here. And here's a guy right here, Jake Mambo. I'm tired of these sirens sounding for reasons other than tornadoes. And I hear what you're saying. And a lot of you were telling me this morning, listen, if this isn't a life or death situation, why are you turning the sirens on? When I was a kid, I always love the old man comments. When I was a kid, they only turned the sirens on when there was a tornado. So these are no longer tornado sirens, and they haven't been for decades, okay? Now, I get it, depending on where you're from, maybe, 10, 15 years ago it was. And not that many years ago, these sirens, things started to change here in North Texas, but they're designed to alert people that are outside. So they're not designed to alert you in your house. They're designed to alert you outside to let you know to go seek shelter, okay? They're not meant to be heard indoors, remember that. And they are not tornado sirens, okay? That's changed a long time ago. As recently as 2009, most North Texas cities adopted the North Central Texas Council of Governments guidelines. That was in 2009, and the guidelines were this. They would sound the sirens if there was a tornado warning. They would sound the sirens if there were winds of 70 miles an hour or greater. And they would sound the sirens if they had hail of 1.5 inches or larger. Now, it would be great if all municipalities, all cities followed that same rule. And most of them are pretty similar, but there are a few differences. Some cities, such as Denton, Keller, and many others, sound their sirens for hail that's 1.25 inches or larger, as opposed to the North Texas Council of Governments, which is 1.5 inches or larger. If it's me and you're going to sound sirens, it better be for some really big hail, and 1.25 inches is not that big. 1.5 inches is not that big. I'm thinking it has to be at least golf ball size or bigger, but when I'm in charge of the world, maybe we'll change things. For right now, it's 1.25 inches. You need to know where you live and what that criteria is. So it's 1.25 inches for some, it's 1.5 inches for others. It seems to be that it's 70 miles an hour for most cities, and of course, it's for a tornado threat. So the point to this is when you hear the sirens, take shelter and turn on WFAA. We are here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Anytime we have bad weather, it's not just one person here. We have dozens of people here monitoring the situation. So please, we'll be right here with you to help walk you through the situation. I want you to take a look at the winds right now. It's 51 mile an hour wind gusts right now in Denton, 42 in McKinney, 38 in Dallas, 41 in Fort Worth. The peak wind gust today, Denton had a 67, 66 Mineral Wells. DFW hit 60. A buddy of mine texted me tonight, and he said it took 3 attempts to land at DFW. We were near landing 2 times, and they sent us to Oklahoma City. I said, man, I would have just driven instead of flying through all of this mess. 60 at DFW. Paradise and McKinney had 59 mile an hour wind gusts. These are the wind gusts at midnight. Watch this as we head through the overnight. 30 to 40 plus overnight. That's 3 in the morning. Let's fast forward to 7 in the morning. It is still gusty, 30 to 40. Finally, by about 5 or 6 tomorrow, the winds will drop down below 20. Tonight, windy. That wind advisory is in effect all night tonight, 43 and chilly. Tomorrow, it's a sunny day, dry, cool. It's a windy day, not as windy as today, but it's still a windy day. We hit 61 tomorrow. There's the next 14 days, 65 on Friday, 65 on Thursday, 80 on Friday. Saturday, there's some rain. There could be some leftover showers on Sunday. And don't forget, late Saturday night, technically early Sunday morning, spring forward. Daylight saving time begins, standard time ends. 59 Saturday, 64 Sunday, then some sunshine and beautiful weather in the 70s Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday. A little bit of rain next Friday. The following weekend looks great, and the day after that is St. Patrick's Day.